Coming up on Wave TV, Marley Bassett reflects on the Parkland shooting that happened at Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida about a year ago.
Then later, Pierce Collins tells us about the new Netflix releases.
Good morning, Somerville. I'm Jade Goodrich.
And I'm Zach Fry. Today is Friday, February 15th, and Wave TV starts now.
One year ago, 17 people were shot and killed at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Those who survived were drastically changed in more ways than one. They were inspired to bring about gun reform so that this tragedy would not happen again in another school. We talked with Lindsay Salamone to see how she has held up over this past year.
I'm 16 and I'm in 10th grade. I was in study hall the day of the shooting. While the shooting was going on, we lost 3 kids in our class and we hid in the corner from gunshots and our window was broken. We were taken out by the SWAT team and we stepped over lots of broken glass. 3 people in my class were killed and a lot of people I knew. I processed the shooting through talking about it with people and friends and understanding what happened and going to vigils and to funerals. The first protest I went to was a few days after the shooting and it was in Fort Lauderdale. It was the one where Emma Gonzalez spoke, as well as Delaney Tarr and David Hogg. March for Our Lives was something I went to. It was in Washington, D.C. I got to sit on the stage and it was really cool and it was a very good experience to go to, and I held up signs and I protested with everybody else. Today our school has a wellness center on campus where you can talk to somebody if you need to. Before the shooting, I had a life of going to school, playing sports, and going to activities. And after the shooting, that changed because I focused more on enjoying my life and less on school. And I had different things that I worried about, and after they were definitely harder.
Lindsay, we at Wave TV are sorry that this tragedy occurred. We stand with you and Parkland to bring about change. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Marley Bassett.
Thank you, Marley.
Now, Ryan Wyndham gives us the rundown on a new texting and driving law taking effect in South Carolina.
Then Jelani Moore gives us an inside look on what it's like to be in a teen marriage.
Ready? In today's society, we're so captivated by our handheld devices for texting, making phone calls, or even interacting with the internet. A bill will be passed or be voted on to prevent people from being distracted while driving. We talked with Chris Murphy from the Murphy Law Firm to get more information about the bill.
Your operation of your phone in your vehicle has to be what is called hands-free. It would be easier for the police to enforce because this law as written, because it is hands-free, you can't have a phone in your hand. It will cost people money in order to comply with this bill if it's written. Distracted driving is an issue and it is a problem, but there are all kinds of distracted driving.
Interesting enough, there's been a lot of issues arising from that bill. It may indeed help reduce distracted driving, but for the police and certainly for us students, how are we able to keep up with the change?
Well, I feel like that's a good thing because everybody wants to be on their phone because that's how society is right now. You don't want a text message to be the deciding factor of you being a murderer.
Well, I mean, I'm all for not texting and driving. I think it's very, very dangerous. But in the same breath, I don't see how it can be enforceable because, I mean, a law enforcement officer in a vehicle, how are they going to be able to see?
Well, I feel like that's really dumb, first of all. You know, some people don't have little phone things where you can hook it up or whatever. Some cars don't have the little where you can connect the Bluetooth so you don't have to touch your phone.
Whether it causes distress or reduces it is a concern that we all have. For now, there's no information on the voting date, but if we hope to make these roads safer, things might have to change. But what are your thoughts? For Wave TV, I'm Ryan Wyndham.
We've known each other for a little over 3 years.
A senior here at Somerville High School had a big announcement to make a couple months ago. He and his girlfriend are tying the knot.
It's a lot of, oh wow, like surprises, because you don't expect like an 18-year-old or, you know, a 21-year-old being so young. They're like, oh my gosh, you're married. So I've been dating her for 3 years. So, I mean, it's a lot of positivity. We got a lot of support from everybody we told so far. So far, no negative things.
Being married as an adult, like anything in life, has its ups and downs. But being married as a teen presents its own set of challenges.
I'm always running into her when I'm trying to do my own thing, and she's always running into me when she's trying to do her own thing. So it kind of mixes it up, and you're going to end up having to just intertwine with that and be okay with everything. I'm the living proof that, you could get by day in and day out. It's a whole nother world. Like, you think you know the person you're dating until you wake up right next to her.
Teen marriage is extremely prevalent, especially here at SHS. Thanks, Bobby, for helping us highlight the life of a hitched teen. That's a point for young love. Stay safe and be kind, Somerville. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Jelani Moore.
Thank you, Jelani. Next, Emma Bessie tells us about South Carolina's part in Black history.
Then we get a look at the second round of College Decision Day.
Hello, Somerville. I'm Emma Bessie, and today I'll be spotlighting a few important African American South Carolina natives in honor of Black History Month. First, we have Harvey Grant, who helped desegregate Clemson. After briefly attending Iowa State University, he returned to South Carolina in 1962 so he can enter Clemson, but was denied entry. He sued the college, and the U.S. Court of Appeals granted entry in January 1963. He graduated in 1965 with a degree in architecture and went on to earn a master's from MIT in 1970. Second, we have Septima Clark, who was known as the mother of the civil rights movement in South Carolina. Born in Charleston, South Carolina, Clark campaigned for a law that would allow Black teachers in Charleston public schools. She furthered her own education while also helping the NAACP campaign for equal pay for Black teachers in South Carolina. She left the state for Tennessee after South Carolina banned state employees from being associated with the civil rights organizations, and she refused to withdraw from the NAACP. In Tennessee, she found citizenship schools to aid literacy and foster political empowerment in the Black community. And third, we have Tillman Millhouse, a local retired state trooper who helped desegregate the state police. Recently, a local roadway was renamed to honor one of South Carolina's first Black troopers, Tillman Millhouse. He was the only Black trooper to be named a Special Deputy U.S. Marshal. Tillman Millhouse helped pave the way for other minorities and helped integrate South Carolina law enforcement. Happy Black History Month, Somerville. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Emma Bessie.
Line up in front. Jada can tell you. That's cute. Okay, all the...
Cole Collins, Coastal Carolina University. Kentrell Porter, Coastal.
Lamea, and I'm going to Winthrop.
JC, USC Buford. Yadra, U.S. Army.
Hunter, University of South Carolina.
Paige, Wofford, go Terriers! That's
Amar Prasad, University of South Carolina.
Paige Reynolds, Clemson University.
Jackie Rosemore, University of South Carolina.
Sullivan Long, Clemson University.
Savannah Lee, University of South Carolina.
Wyatt Miller, The Citadel. Go Bulldogs.
My name's Davis. I'm going to Clemson University.
My name is Richard Fine. I'm going to the University of South Carolina.
My name is Madison. I'm going to USCB.
My name is Sebastian Cooper. I'm joining the United States Army.
My name is China Henderson. I'll be attending Ohio University.
My name is Taylor Leviner, and I'm going to Clemson University.
My name is Andrew Murphy, and I'm going to the Citadel.
My name is Patrick Steinecker. I'm serving in the Army National Guard.
Seniors who have paid their senior dues but have not picked up their sweatshirts need to do so by the end of the day today. Every month, students are recognized for exemplifying core values of the month. This month's core value is diversity. Now Molly Ackerman informs us on the transit system in the Lowcountry.
Hey Somerville, as many of you may not know, the Lowcountry Rapid Transit Project is a proposed 23-mile transit system between Somerville, North Charleston, and Charleston. While this is only in the early stages of development and construction wouldn't begin until 2023, it is a project heavily pushed throughout Somerville. Our community cannot continue to grow without a more efficient way for travel and taking some of the traffic off of our historic roads. The transit would connect communities, help our environment, and improve mobility throughout the Lowcountry. Keep your eyes open for any updates and follow the project on social media. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Molly Ackerman.
Thank you, Molly. If you have not yet gotten your yearbook, they are available in room 177 for $80. On Friday, February the 8th, a soccer game was held in support of Gracie Reisner, suffering from cystic fibrosis.
Hey Somerville. On Friday, February 8th, girls and boys soccer teams played during second block to raise money for the Grace Rose Foundation of Cystic Fibrosis. We talked to Gracie and Mr. Reisner for more information.
The soccer game was a fundraiser for cystic fibrosis for my daughter Gracie, who has cystic fibrosis, for the Gracie Rose Foundation.
Cystic fibrosis is a disorder, or it's a genetic disorder that affects the lungs and the digestive system.
And it causes extra thick mucus and causes the digestive system to clog with mucus.
Now we ask Gracie how this affects her daily life.
I try to not remind myself that I have it, so that's why I forget my medicine a lot. But overall, I just don't realize I have it pretty much. And you can't tell if someone has it from just looking at them. I love when people come out and show their support. It's amazing. I love the school coming together and having a great time. It's awesome.
To help support this cause, you can buy t-shirts for $10 in room 117 and follow them on social media. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Jordan Hofert.
Recently, Somerville has been participating in many competitions. Last weekend, the Beta Club traveled to Myrtle Beach to compete with other statewide schools. Our Quiz Bowl team came 5th out of 21 teams. Ashley Stanfield got second place and runner-up in mathematics, qualifying her to compete at the Beta Club National Convention in Oklahoma this June. On February 9th, the Engineering Club built and entered bridges in the 2019 Storm the Citadel competition. They won Best Architectural Design, Best Structural Design, Best Bridge Design, and first runner-up for Technical Design. Also on the 9th, band went to Columbia for the SCBDA Master Recital Competition. Be sure to congratulate Alyssa Perkins and Tyree Nesbitt for taking the top awards. For Wave TV, I'm Jessica Henthorne.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Somerville.
Make sure to follow us on all of the social media platforms. Reporting for Wave TV, I'm Zach Fry.
And I'm Jade Goodrich. Have a wonderful 3-day weekend, Somerville.